Hey friends, welcome to the Leadership Collaborative or the Glow Getters podcast, wherever you're listening, whether it's on the YouTube channel or just a podcast. My name's Kayla. I appreciate you joining me today. Today is day 2 of our mindset series on the leader mindset. And yesterday we talked about intentionality. Today we're going to talk about a different topic that I've not really spoken about too much, so it's kind of new for me, but I'm really excited about it just to share it with you. So if you've been following along this month in December, the topic in the Leadership Collaborative is the leader mindset. And the Leadership Collaborative community is a group where I bring in leaders, and we are just part of this community where I give mentorship on leadership topics, help people feel successful each and every day, rather than like long-term goal or external validation successful, but how do you feel every single day? And within the collaborative, we give each other advice and we share what's going on in our leadership worlds and help each other. So it's a really fun space to be. Each month I open enrollment for that at the last week of each month. So right now for December, we're closed until the end of the month. But I wanted to bring some of this content to life for everybody and make it a little bit more accessible. So I'm breaking it up into this 5-day series just to give you a little bit more information. And also, so much is going on in December. I have a collaboration going on with Amy Bazal. She's at Amy Bazal Wellness on Instagram, and we're going to be talking about mindset and giving you some really awesome tips for just feeling successful in 2021 and being able to handle everything that comes your way. So it's exciting, and so I just kind of wanted to prime you for that and give you some nuggets throughout the month through this 5-day series. So today we're going to be talking about, I have my notes because I'm not as versed on this because it's newer for me in the last year or two, but also I haven't talked on it before. We're going to be talking about discernment, and we're going to be talking about trusting yourself and proceeding in faith. So I am in Tiffany Hahn's Inner Circle. It is a year-long coaching program, and it's something she talks about a lot. So check out the podcast. It's called Raise Your Hand, Say Yes. And she just released an episode, like a throwback, an old school vintage episode right now. And it's episode 346, and it's 6 signs you're doing it right. And she talks about discernment. And so it made me think of my leadership journey and how often we all have to be pioneers as leaders. The band Perry, I don't know if you listen to country or know the band Perry, but they have a song called Pioneer. And I love the lyrics. It's like, oh, pioneer, I sing your song. And there's a line that says, be careful of the careful souls who doubt you along the way, pioneer, something like that. Basically saying as a pioneer, someone who's the first one, there's going to be a lot of people who are like, what the heck? This is crazy. And I feel like this happens in leadership a lot where I've proposed something that's different. Maybe it's not crazy or it seems crazy at the time, but it's new and different. And you have to trust yourself and sort of be able to discern, is this the right thing to do for my leaders or for myself or for my team right now or for the organization? And discern, is this really crazy because I'm throwing at every single option and I don't even know if it's a viable option, but it's just an option? Or is this it could be something? Can I start to trust myself and sort of lean in and discover and learn more? There have been so many times where I had an idea for something and I proposed it, and there were some careful souls who doubted me, and I kind of took that to heart, and I kind of stopped. I stopped exploring and thinking about, how could I sort of lead this, brand new frontier? And then years later, maybe 1 or 2 years later, the topic would come up again. And then maybe people have progressed a little bit and they're on board with my idea. And it's no longer this crazy idea. And I'm just kicking myself because I'm you know what? This was a great idea as a leader. I've got to trust myself and be able to discern, if this is just like a silly thing or like this has some meat. But people talk about leadership being lonely. And I know it came up. We're onboarding a new leader right now on my team. And it was mentioned like you might feel like you've lost your peer group because it's a smaller team. And the higher up you get, the less people, that are in your peer group. And so I do remember feeling really lonely for a while because I was like by myself in an office. And so I had to sort of proceed in faith and push myself. And as Fahey-Ahrndt says, kind of living on my edge. Like, this is stretching me as a leader. It's stretching my team, but also like, this could be great. And so it goes beyond like new ideas, but also having faith that you'll figure it out. Having trust that you have all the skills and the qualities and the tools and the resources to make it happen. And Tiffany talks about these feelings of doubt and mentioned that a lot of people think if you doubt something, then it's an absolute no. If it's a doubt, it's nope, I'm not going to go there. But actually, when we have doubts, especially when we have a longing to do something or become someone or pursue whatever it is in your heart and your soul and your being, that doubts are good because that's saying we are so scared to take the leap, but in our being, part of us knows that this is the right thing to do. It's just scary. So I'm going to leave you with that, a little bit of a shorter episode for day 2, but really think about like discernment and being able to see like, do I do this thing or is this a real thing to flesh out or is this something that I truly want and I'm a pioneer and I'm a visionary? Do I have doubts? And is it because it's meh of an idea or is it like, no, I'm just scared because of what's possible? And if you're lonely or feeling like you don't have anyone to talk to, you do. You can talk to me and find me on Instagram, talk to me in real life, but also like think about your wider peer group. Are you part of a system? Do you have a community like the Leadership Collaborative community to lean into? Who are your friends? And be careful of the careful souls that doubt you along the way because there are going to be a lot of naysayers. But you can discern. You are the visionary. You are in your leadership role for a reason. All right, thanks so much for watching or listening. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for day 3 of 5 on the leader mindset. Love you all and continue to be lights. Talk to you soon.